Assalamualaikum, my name is Samara and today I'm going to be showing you how to do some weaving using a cardboard loom.
You'll need some wool, a piece of cardboard, a ruler, a pen or pencil, some scissors, some dowel or something similar, I'm using a paintbrush, and a comb or a fork. You want to cut your card down so that it's the size of the loom that you want to use. The bigger the loom, the bigger the weaving can be. Next you want to get your cardboard, your ruler and your pen, and you want to mark 1 cm slots along the edge of both the bottom and the top of the card. Make sure that they are parallel. Get your scissors and cut along the marks so that you can make equal size slots. Take your yarn and feed it into the first slot in the left hand corner. Make sure you leave enough of the tail at the back of the loom. You'll need it later. Take your yarn down to the slot parallel to the one you started with and slot the yarn in. This should form a straight line. You need to continue this across the whole loom. Take your yarn across the back of the loom to the next slot at the top. You'll see that the warp at the front of the loom is straight and the warp at the back of the loom is diagonal. Once your yarn has gone into the last slot, cut your yarn leaving a tail at this end too. Take the tail from the start and end of the yarn and tie a tight knot. Your warp threads need to have a lot of tension. Grab your pen for your first bit of weaving, going over and under until the whole pen has been woven in. This will make it a lot easier for you later on. To start weaving, hold the end of the yarn under the first warp thread. Take the rest of the yarn in a ball over the second, under the third and so on until you reach the end of the loom. You now want to push the weft of yarn down to the bottom using either your fork, comb or hands. Push the yarn down to the bottom and straighten it up. To start a new row, you need to look at how you ended the previous row. Our last row ended by going over the warp, so the new row will start by taking the yarn under the first warp. Keep going until you have about 6 rows of this plain weave. Next, we're going to add some wire knots. For this we need lots of yarn that is the same size. The easiest way for us to do this is to find something to wrap the yarn around several times before cutting it. To make a wire knot you need at least 2 strands of yarn. I use 5. Place the yarn over the first and second warp thread and tuck each end under its respective warp. Pull it down gently to form a knot like this. Use the same number of strands as you previously used to make your next wire knot. This is going to be done on your third and fourth warp threads. Carry this on until you have 1 full row of wire knots. Use the second row of wire knots to bring your warp together. This time you're going to miss the first warp thread completely and start by using your second and third. In order to secure your wire knots you need to add a few more rows of plain weave. Whenever you're ready you can change the colour or the type of the yarn that you're using. Simply end the row of weaving that you're doing and start a new one using your new yarn. Once you've decided that your weaving is finished you need to take it off the loom. The first thing you need to do is cut the diagonal warp at the back. You want to remove the bottom of your weaving first. Take the warps off 2 at a time, double knotting them together as you do. Do the same with the top of your weaving. Once your weaving is off the loom you can turn it around and tidy it up. You then want to find something to hang it with. I use a paintbrush but you can use whatever you like, a twig, a rod of dowel or a copper pipe. Once you get the hang of it, try out a more complex weave on a larger scale.